Hi guys, it's Angus. So this is Tuesday 28th of April, 10:29 a.m. Just starting to just coming back to start doing some more of the horse. This is the third chapter. I would call it a chapter. So yeah, found a lovely video editor yesterday, so hopefully you like the ending and the beginning of my last video, number 2 one. I really enjoyed editing that, so I really enjoyed bought the editing suite for 1 month to use for 1 month, so that I can edit the videos quite well at the beginning and at the end. So I'm considering asking my hubby if I can have that for my birthday. I know, what a sad thing to have for your birthday, but I was going to have a tattoo, but I don't know now. I can't make my mind up, to be fair. So anyway, let's get on with this horse. If you can remember from the stage last 2, if you haven't been and watched 1 and 2, I'd suggest going and watching 1 and 2. I didn't begin right from the start, so I've only done a certain amount of this through real time. If you are interested in real-time videos, I do need you to comment below and let me know, because I might be slightly psychic, but I'm not that psychic. So I've just sharpened all my pencils, so hopefully I won't have to make a lot of noise by sharpening my pencils. And now I am getting ready to start picking out my colours and what I'm going to do. Oh, next, if you could see what I'm facing, what challenge I'm facing right now, you would be, Jesus, what do I do with that? So, right, I'm going to get my dark sepia, I think, or my warm grey V1 for underneath. I need my glasses. Oh no, I left my glasses downstairs. Oh no, I haven't, do you? Phew! Can't be doing without them. So right, I'm gonna start. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use Carpet Martin Violet underneath here. If you remember yesterday, I used a solvent, so hopefully I'll be able to get more layers on this now, because it's really dark underneath here. Could really do for this to be on this side. Maybe, I don't know, here. Three minutes in and husband comes up to the toilet. I never heard him that time, but I've warned him now. Told him that I'm doing these recordings, so I think he knows not to talk. Like yesterday on number 2, you probably heard him shout, "Do you want to brew?" Bless him. Right, yeah, because I need this really dark underneath here, but it is really dark, as in dark, really dark purple, really dark, but like a sort of violet colour, like, I can't explain it, dark mixed with purple. But the purple sort of colour does show through, you can see it. So I'm going to mix, and there's only 2 of them that I really liked, so I'm going to cover that bit now. No, I'm not sure. Shame I couldn't have that really close to me there, but I think it would block my light. So burnt ochre from the Luminance. Put some of that in here. Start getting into them holes again. Even blending it out with the solvent yesterday didn't get it right into them holes. Whereas I thought it had, it looked like it had at the time, but it didn't. So I'm still having to fill holes, which is good because it means I can get more colour down. So it means we can blend more colours on top. But it is really dark underneath here. It's I can't, there's one I haven't sharpened, sorry. Typical that, I sharpen them all and then one I haven't sharpened I have to use to make the noise. Horrible noise. I listened back to it on the YouTube channel and it's not a nice noise, so I tried to like make it so you don't have to listen to that. If you notice when I'm drawing, I will turn the pencil as I'm using it to try and keep the point pointy, sharp, pointy, what? Sharp. So yeah, I will try and just turn it to keep a sharp point. There we go, I got it words right that time. Let's go fly a kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite. It's stuck in my head. Husband got a song stuck in his head, Flavour All Your Kisses For Me. And then he messaged me and asked me if we'd heard it on the news. No, I don't think so. For some reason he's got that stuck in his head. Now then he got it stuck in mine. But then when I was coming upstairs I was singing to the dogs, Let's Go Fly a Kite. So that's stuck in my head now. Don't ask me why I was singing Let's Go Fly a Kite to the dogs. I haven't a clue. To bring that down a little bit. That's like a grey up top there. So I'm gonna get my Derwent Inktense, my dark purple again, and put that in up here. So that it is different from that black in the background, but going in the first stroke. Where now? Where's that? The fur. Actually, strokes. Dogs must have so much serotonin. They sleep so much, don't they, dogs? Especially as they get older. Alfie just wants to sleep all the time, and he's only 7. I'll say only. I suppose it's quite old for a dog. It's too old for my liking. And put some of this in here, just down this end. And not very heavy. And come back in with my carpet mortem violet. Because that's main colour around this area. Try and blend that purple back with that. I've got some people on my list at the minute wanting me to draw pictures for them, but I'm only now starting to feel a little bit like I'm sort of ready, if you know what I mean, to start drawing for other people again. I just don't think it'd be right me drawing for somebody when I'm not loving it or loving what I'm doing. And at the minute I'm not loving what I'm doing, and I'm trying my best to start to try loving what I'm doing. It's quite orange, this bit. Quite a bright orange as well. Maybe more of a terracotta on top of this would make it stand out some more. change that to brown. Change that to my dark sepia. So how are we all? Getting along with this? Still in lockdown? I mean, at the moment I feel like I'm talking to myself half of the time because people aren't like watching, but I'm hoping in the future people start watching, because I watched a video on how to get more followers, blah blah blah, and so much to do, like, and just thought, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm 44 years old, and give kids a chance, and you know, like, let them have their, if that's what it takes to become famous, well, not famous, but a well-known artist, then let the kids rule the roost, because I'm 44 and they've got a lot longer to live than I have, so do you know what I mean? I mean, I'd love to have I'd love to be in the limelight. I'd love to be a well-known artist and people be like, have you seen this artist on YouTube? She's brilliant. Or, well, maybe not brilliant, but she can draw. I can draw. But you know what I mean? Just have a bit of, I get comments, a lot of lovely comments all the time of loads of people, amazing comments, some of them, and they make me cry sometimes, bless them. So, like, still nice. Some of the comments that I've had are absolutely beautiful, and I'm so proud. Especially the cat one that I've just drawn, the one with the 3 cats on it. That one I got a massive reference for that one. That was amazing. I literally broke down in tears because of the anguish and agony and everything that went through drawing that portrait for that lady's wedding present. Yeah. It just makes it all like worth it when us artists get appreciated for what we actually do. Some people sit there and think, like, God, you're just an artist, you sit on your backside all day and you do nothing. Why don't you get a proper job? And it's like, pardon, this is difficult. This is not easy. It's physically, well, it's not physically, but it's mentally draining sometimes. Literally mentally draining sometimes. So we're not sitting on our jackses, as some people refer to it. We are actually working our butts off, even though we're on our butts. It's not an easy task at all. Ask any artist. It's not easy to become, it's not easy to stay, and it's not easy to be like this every day, to draw every day, to stay at it every day. Just going over all these bits here with this yellow ochre because it is very yellow as well, and like reddy browny colour. Just mixing all the colours in to, like, so I can come over now with It's not the black I wanted. Why can't I find the right colour? I know what colour it is and I just can't seem to find it. I don't know why. And now look, it'll be the one that's just dropped on the floor. Oh, but that's not supposed to be in there anyway. That's supposed to be in that one. No, it's not blue. Is it? No. Could be that one. We'll try Imperial Purple. Quite hard, these ones. Get these ones out as well because they're quite hard, them ones. And there might be a colour or two in there that I can use. I'm going to try this Imperial Purple on this hair mane because it's quite like a deep set purple. It's not black. Dogs are snoring their heads off. Gonna put some of this in here as well. Peppy the Pooh. Snorehead. Try to not make them like unison. It's getting louder. Copper Beach. Derwent. Watercolour. Watercolour seems to go on top nice. So that's why I'm going over the tops of these with this Copper Beach to make this look even darker, and it needs to come out. Not very hard pressure, but hard enough. My arms keep sticking to this cover. It's bugging me. Sticking with this Derwent at the minute. I'll sharpen my Prismacolor white, and then I'm going to pick out some hairs that are in here. Still hear people laughing, so people are still happy around here at least. Changed my Derwent ink tint to see if it'll come off any better. No. But it's mixing that white in nicely, so that'll do me. Pressing on a little bit harder now. Here comes the harder to bits. A little bit of red in there. I'm using Cartier for this, just like because they're really hard. You can press on and get like detail with these without the lead breaking. Basically, it just does not want to break. You can't break the lead of this kid. These, but they're only the cheap Cartier ones. Pepper grease, just to get some hairs. And some shading. I mean, I would never think of using these for a commission unless I had to, but I'd go over it then with a Faber-Castell of a similar colour to make it permanent. But I'm basically using this to blend that out and give it a red. sort of effect, if you will. Because that's what it is. Get this brown. Make sure it's blended into that background. Oh my god, I don't know if you can hear him, but he's outside really loud. This is dark. Maybe that'll be dark enough to go in there, but not black. Hate using black. Hate it. And that's a red. Can I blend this? They're dreaming now. The dogs are dreaming. Can you hear me open? Yeah, that's blending that nicely. Close that. Sorry for making anybody fall asleep. Don't mean to. That's green. It's really hard to tell what colour these are because they've got a black barrel. It's like, what colour is it? You can't tell. Green. See what I mean? It's yellow. Might work in there. Go white as well. It's black barreled. There it is, but I don't think it'll do anything. I might have to pull them out with doing up, Alf. Right, I'm going to start putting the top layer on now. sharpening. I'm gonna go and find a load of new pencils. Here we go. Using Derwent Inktense now. I'm putting my final layer on the top of this ear. I've already blended all that out underneath. I will be using Inktense until the day I'm not. Inktense is needed to get these layers in because it's the only one that you can, that I've found that I can get more layers on and blend with at the same time. If you want to buy a set of pencils, buy a set of Inktense. These are amazing. It's really dark in there. And I need brown Inktense. Using my Prismacolor now to blend that yellow ink tints that I just put down a little bit because it's a little bit too yellow. There is some hairs coming into there, and there's one coming around there, and a few there as well. It's light at the edge of his ear. Not light all the way up. Just light on the very edge. Oh my god, the dogs. And it is still light there as well. Keep that light. Remember, right at the beginning I put down a white there anyway to make sure that I did leave that light. And this hair here is quite peachy light as well. So other than that, I am back to my Derwent again now. And this is burnt orange. It's really orange. Who's breathing funny like that? No like. Our pet is like, sometimes he just stops breathing. It scares me to death. I have to budge him to make him breathe. He paps himself when I budge him because he's fast asleep, and I sort of go, wake up, breathe. And he's like, whoa, I was fast asleep then, what are you doing? But he just stops breathing. I'll bring this out into these hairs here, onto the mane. This colour here needs to blend out onto that fur. Onto that fur really badly. So where's my blender? I use this is a colourless like crayon blender. I'm going to use that to sort of blend it out into these hairs. I think you get these with luminance. Use that to blend all that out. I'm sort of burnishing now as well. I'm pressing quite hard. Onto the paper board. dog back. So there's nothing obvious. It's all blended. I'm actually looking forward to editing the video now, because I've got like all of it. I can use all of it. I can use all of the editor at the minute. So we will see what we can find on this one. See how we can edit this video, see what we can put down for this one. It's really dark there. Is that's that, and that's there. So that is a little like thing there. That's quite dark there. And it comes up there. And then back down. In. And then up. So if I start sniffling, I get a touch of hay fever every now and again. It's not as bad today though, because the sun's not out. I might be able to tell with the lighting that the sun's not out. It's not as bright outside. It's really dark under here. That's where I went with the ink pen. So I'll go over the top of that and underneath here. Underneath his ear. But blend it out. So it's not as definite and obvious. Tried to explain how to blend to my husband this morning, but he uses wood, so it's totally different in like pyrography. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it to you, because I don't know how you do it on wood. It's different, I suppose, a lot different. So, but you'd probably get a few tips if he watched, but he wouldn't watch my videos while he's working. I don't think so anyway. Does that go in or out? In. That's like, does it go all the way down? Goes to about there. I think we're about almost done with that hair job. Right, it's not going in, ain't that? Why ain't that going in? Not going into the holes. Just to blend this main into the holes with this white. Push it down into the fibres of the paper. So I think maybe why it takes me a lot longer to do it is because I actually push all, to make sure all the holes are covered. And I've noticed quite a few artists don't do that. That's that ear almost complete. The ear. Right, we saw this brown. I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to move my sharpener. Right, I've sort of put my iPad in front of me now, to the left of me. It can work better that way. Put some more markings down here now, because it looks bare here all of a sudden. Now I've done all that with the ear. I've gone so deep with the ear. This looks like it's not as in proportion with the rest of it. Like so difficult. And this hair's like just shapes. And like lines every now and again and stuff. I know you can hear me when I talk loud because I've listened back and it picks up, this the camera picks up even sounds from my husband shouting from downstairs, so I know you can hear me when I'm talking low. I'm mixing some of this in here now. There's here. Can you hear Pep? You can hear him. It sounds like he's not breathing. I'm using Derwent underneath now for this bit. Tense. Don't even know whether to put, like, this is Scarlet Pink. Don't even know whether to put loads of layers of Inktense down and then water it up for this bit, because and then move on to the ear maybe, because I just want to get this a certain colour. Because it's all I'm just looking at the underneath colour, the lightest colour I can, the lightest possible colour in the whole lot of it, and I'm putting all of it down there. Looking like wide circular motion with my pencil, wide circles, not just like that, because then you'll get stop and start. You know, like you'll get a stop and a start where you stop with your pencil and start. You get that if you do that. So you got to do that and go round. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not even on the bloody camera, are you? Sorry. Sorry. Let's move you down. Yeah, stop and start. If you go like that, then you're going to get stop and start, but you just got to go in a circular motion. Like that. Slowly. Well, not slowly, but... Well, if you want to go slowly, you can do it, obviously, but... I just want to get... Because I know all this segment is all the same-ish. And I know it's got a red tinge to it. And then it's got a baked earth. And then it's got like a browny orangey tint to it. So I'm going to mix some of that in with it as well. I'm actually really going to enjoy this bit, because I just love adding water to Inktense. Just turns it to like ink. Duh, that's why it's called Inktense. What do you know what I mean? Is, well, if there's any artists out there watching right now, you'll know what I mean. It's the when you add the water, it's like, wow, look at that, that's ace. It did that without me even bothering, really. I just put water on it. Not pressing hard. Don't press hard with your pencil. Again, if you find it difficult to not press hard, hold your pencil further up the barrel so that you know you can't press hard with the pencil. It's a tough one for me that I learned. I couldn't get old. I couldn't just get the gist of like holding the barrel further up the pencil. My fingers just automatically wanted to go down and press hard. It took me a good while to learn to have a steady light hand. You don't learn that instantly, because we like grow up as mainly writers, I suppose, with pens, and we have to press on. So I think that's drummed into us that when we get a pencil in our hand, we have to press press on with the pencil, but with art, with coloured pencil art, you want to get as many layers down as possible to make it look, if you want realism, to make it look real. So you have to like sort of like put your under layers really light, so that basically the fibre of the paper or board is taking the pencil is taking the colour away from the pencil, rather than the pencil putting the colour, rather than the pencil taking the colour, if you know what I mean. Pencil going on the paper. I know what I mean. Oh, it sounds so complicated. It sounded so complicated then, Mandy. Shut up. Alright, now I'm gonna put Willow. Willow's back. And put some more Willow down, which is like a brown colour. And remember, for this bit I used Willow, Baked Earth, and Scarlet Pink. For this bit. Just so I remember, because the this bit here is a little bit the same, so I want to remember what colours I used for this when I get to that bit. So I've written it down there, so it points down to that bit. Trying to get it so that you can see the hole, but you can't, can you? That's as close as I'm going to get it, unless I can get the get it to zoom out a little bit, maybe. Not zoomed in on it. Dear. Come on, Willow, where you going? Looks like there's nothing coming off it. Oh, that was gritty. Don't like it when pencils are gritty. Keep it dark there. That's really dark there. I think there's a fault in the paper there. Feels a bit weird. Which is very strange with Fabriano. I will, when I've done all of these videos, put what I've used in the instructions below, description below, I mean. Alright, back to my Scarlet Pink. Yeah, this one seems to come off dead easily. Weird. I will flick back to that ear. There's quite a bit to do still, especially around this area. Still quite a bit to do on that ear, but I've decided we need to crack on. Unless this is going to take up about 10 sessions. But it doesn't matter how long it takes you, as long as it looks good and you like it at the end. That's the main thing. If it takes you 10 hours and you hate it, then that's the problem. A bit like my last piece. My unicorn and whatever. Didn't so much like that. I'm gonna put down some mid vermilion as well. Just write that down as well. Put some mid vermilion down as well. Ink tints, don't forget. All ink tints. It's really brown over there actually. So I'm going to put some more of this brown under here. Quite brown under there. Especially down behind his saddle. Behind his harness. Put brown. It's actually willow again. Make sure he's struggling to find a tooth now, so I think I need to ink tint with water now. Oh no, the tooth's still there. You eventually lose the tooth, obviously, but when I put the water on, it'll come back once it's dried. I do think there's a weird bit in the paper there. There's a line. Orange. side. Can't leave it like that because that's looking too obvious, so I have to bring it out a little bit. Just a little bit. Dot it around here and there. I think just use red oxide and burnt orange. Put some of that this burnt orange in as well, because it is quite orangey red. Right down that as well. Ink tins. I hope that flaw in the paper there doesn't wreck the work. Just feels like I don't know, it's as though I've put a white Prismacolor spot down or something. It's like a wax build up feeling, but I haven't. Don't know, it's just something there, that bit. Don't know if you can tell on the screen or not. I'm going to add some water to that now. Not going anywhere. I always have to tell my dogs I'm not going anywhere or else they'll get up. And the brush. Excuse me. No, I haven't got coronavirus. Oh God, no, it's not funny. Here we go to the water. Oh God. Oh, it's quite orange actually now. Oops. Might be a little bit too orange, that. Oh no, it's not. Looking at the photo, it's not, it's fine. To make sure I don't get it on the saddle. The wise people thinking now, why did she just use ink? Because it's a coloured pencil drawing. And I don't want to use ink. With this brush now, sort of like I can lift the fibres of the paper back up. while I'm blending it all in. Don't have your brush too wet, because then it will just run and just be a runny mess. I've got a white line there, so I've got to be careful I don't go in it. And blend it into the pores of the paper. Wipe the water off the edge. Just dotting it around to not making any obvious lines. Coming up to that floor now. I'm a little bit worried about what it's going to do. Remember, I put the dark brown down here, so clean my brush in case that's too dark. Yeah. If you put too much water on as well, your paper will start to bubble. Mine's bubbling a tiny little bit, but not a lot. Just trying not to put too much water on, although it's really tempting to just put loads on and get it done really quick. It's best not to. Best just have a little water on and treat it as a paintbrush and sort of like push it under the fibres of the paper. Get your brush to tease the paper fibres back up. Excuse me. To get your brush to tease the paper fibres. Oh my god. Back up. But there I put a little bit too much water on, so it's leaving. I just realised I passed the dodgy point and it was alright. So it's like sort of leaving like white here, too bright because the water's been too heavy. So I'm going to have to try and blend it back in. Inktints are ace though, aren't they? Look at that. I would have gone like felt tip. I'll do, clean your brush. Always clean your brush and never leave them in the water. Brushes deserve respect. If you want them to work well for you, always clean your brush. Right, that needs to dry obviously now, and it's going to take a few hours before I will even go back to that point now. So I'm going to go back up here. Back up to this spot around here. Can't even work out where the white spot is because there's a big white spot on his head. I think it's I'm gonna put a faint line of luminance, Caran d'Ache ochre. I think his spots around here. And then it comes down there. I think that's about right. That's the edge. So oh my god. Good job, you know I've got horses in here, dogs in here. Otherwise you'd think I'd have a bloody farmyard of pigs or something. I was working on a bloody pig farm. I think that's where. That's down. Oh god, what colour do I put in there? Let's say I'm gonna just concentrating at the minute so I don't get that right bit wrong. Where's my That's dark there. And that hair comes around there. And again. Dark inside there. And there's a white hair there. And his hair comes down here. Faber-Castell Sanguine. I knew what that was again before having to look. Eventually you do learn what the colours are. I used to think when artists like picked up the pencils and they knew, think, how do you know what that colour is? But you do learn. It's really dark up there, really dark. The background of this is really dark as well, so I'm gonna get a marker out. Before I even go any further. Being ever so careful because the tip of this black marker is real thick. So I've got to be careful. don't even think this is going to be dark enough, to be fair. And this is a black marker. Doesn't look any darker, does it? Try not to go over the same place again. Just really want that background really dark. I want it as dark as it is while it's wet, but it's not going to be that dark because it's drying back to like what it already is anyway. For some reason, maybe I'll have to go over it again with the Faber-Castell black just to blacken it up even more. I'm going to have to go all the way around with this now. Don't like making life hard. I'm going to use circular motion. I just want it to look right. I'd love a whole blind black. I think I've already said that, hadn't I? But I bet it'd be really good on this now. Maybe I should have used a pit pen. There'll be artists out there now screaming at me, what are you doing? Use a pit pen. Maybe I should have used a pit pen. Be doing something like this. Because I have got the brush. How long have we been going now? Oh, an hour and 37. Trying to keep these to 2 hour watches, but I don't seem to be fitting a lot into these 2 hours, especially when I start doing things like this, taking up precious time. Can I manage to get it so you can't see any stop-start marks? Oh, that's gonna have to dry now. I think I'm gonna have to find a black that's gonna be like, because the picture is absolutely jet black and it's not jet black what I've got. It's like, even though I've put loads of thing down, it's still not jet black. So I don't know. Come back in, put these back out here. Why is there a hole there? Your tummy's rumbling. Does that mean I'm hungry? Told you I'd end up coming back up here. Dark in here as well. Use my Faber-Castell for this bit, for the bringing these hairs through. Polychromos. Bringing these hairs in. Because it's a tougher lead. So it'll probably be accepted a little bit better. Yep. I wonder if I can pull something out there, because there are a few stray hairs in here. There's one there. There's one there. Maybe just scratching your colour off, not your paper, just the colour. There's one there. And these ones. Oh God, I got sunburn last week and it's itching like mad. Feels good to have a scratch every now and again. I'm gonna have to go and have a brew and leave this one for today again and upload it and edit it. I don't seem to be getting much done on these, but at least I'm getting something done every day. Put some of that in there. I'm going to go over this with my cinnamon to bring these hairs out because they are very cinnamony. And then pieces of brown that I put in back through. Come back over with this. I can barely see that. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. Front scratch got itches. Pull these hairs out with the ivory pencil. Make sure that these hairs come out. And that is sure that there's hairs in there. The obvious hairs here that look really yellow. Cream them down with the ivory. All these little marks all make it realistic. If you want to work realism, you need to make sure you add all these final detailed weapons. in to your work. Maybe it comes out there a little bit. Blend all this back as well with this ivory. That's not as orange, but it has lost what orange it was now, so I'm going to put some terracotta back on top of that, just to bring some of that orange back into play. Make sure that we always away with this. See up that way there, like that. Think so. So it's about there. Just putting a layer of sand going down. Put a layer of that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish that was on video. Oh, that would have been so funny. Oh, that would have been a YouTube moment. I had a hook stuck on my door and I used to put my coat on it and it's fallen off, and one of the dogs must have been laid right underneath and it landed on the dog. So I looked round and there was a dog walking around with a coat over its head. Well, literally there was a coat walking around the room. not impressed. They're not very good, are they? Just fell off. Oh God. Yep, put a layer of sanguine down here. Sorry about that, guys and girls. I suppose you had to have been here to have seen that. That was funny. I hate my laugh as well, so I'm going to dread uploading this one to YouTube now because of my stupid laugh. Now we're coming down into the face now. Finally. Circular motions in the way of the fur, in the way that the fur's going. Basically the top of the eye, then it's white there, and it comes down to about there. That can all come out afterwards. I'll put in some white Prismacolor so that'll stop that from getting too dark. I'm actually going to put white Prismacolor all over where this white patch is as well. It is actually really white on the picture as well. There's no like grey on it at all or anything. No tone values or anything, no tone. So, don't know what I'm going to do with that bit. White spot on his head. I might put a bit of Cavendish dash down on here as well. Keep putting this sanguine. It's dark. There's a brown. Where's my brown gone? I think it's here. It's just above the eye, so yeah, it's about here. Starts with that dark patch that's leading round to this eye. It's like a dark brown on this side. Told you I had the sniffles. I'm just going to put a base layer of Van Dyke brown down here. Maybe mix it with a little bit of purple. Because it actually looks like a maybe this colour. This is sepia 50% Caran d'Ache luminance. Try and get it in them holes. Quite brown. I'm gonna go over with sanguine to keep it in, like with the colourings. It's obviously got this colour in it somewhere to blend into. God, I've really got the sniffles now. The sun isn't even out or anything. I don't get it. It's supposed to be low pollen today. Uh-oh, next door started. Oddballs. Real oddballs. Right, I'm gonna use an Ulvine here. This is coral. It seems to be quite pink here. Pinky browny colour. And then I'm going to leave this bit of this for the third part of the horse. And mix a bit of coral from the whole vines into that side for the eye. think I might also mix in a bit of dark purple, which is the Inktense one, because it's like purpley, browny, reddy, browny, purpley. There's all sorts of different colours, but it's like all still like sanguine colour. You just see the colours when you look at the picture. You can just see a colour just stands out, and you think, right, that's there, that's in it, so I'm putting that in it, and eventually it sort of just like comes together. It's weird. It just happens. I suppose the biggest battle is seeing the colours and finding the right one. You know in your mind's eye what colour you want, and you see, and most of the time you can pick the right colour out. But like with up here, I struggled because I just couldn't find the right, but I eventually got it right. I eventually got there. I've still got a lot to do up on that ear, but we're getting there. So I will leave it there. This does look very orange at the minute, but don't worry, that will not be what you call it, orange. Eventually, when it's dried, I'm gonna go and have a drink of coffee now, cup of coffee, take the dogs downstairs and let them out before it starts raining, and then leave that at part 3. Okay, thanks guys, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, keep subscribed if you want to see part 4, and I will leave it at that. Okay, thanks guys, take care, stay safe, and I will see you in part 4. Thank you, bye.